Hello, folks. So, I'm going to talk about what's been on my mind. It's been regarding authenticity and what I realized lately regarding authenticity. Okay, so basically, what I learned is when you're being yourself, completely, fully, authentically, beautifully yourself, there's always going to be someone that's going to fuck with you. There's going to be always someone that's going to fuck with you. And it's really a war. When you're being authentic, it's a war. And there will always be someone that fucks with you. And so the only way to be, typically in my life, when people would fuck with me when I was being authentic, my usual response was surrender, because I felt guilty that I was hurting them, right? I felt guilty. Oh, I'm hurting this person. No. What's in reality, this person is being unreasonable. Okay, these people that are fucking with me for being authentic, they're being unreasonable. And finally that switch happened where I realized, it's not my fault that people are fucking with me when I'm being authentic. It's not something that I'm doing wrong. It's something that they're doing wrong. Okay? And so what I learned is that if you want to be authentic, in this world, you have to be prepared to fight for it. You always have to be prepared to fight for it. Because if you don't fight for it and you bend the knee and you say, I'm just going to do what they want because I don't want to get into a fight all the time. The switch in my consciousness now is that I will fight multiple times a day, every fucking day, for my authenticity. It's worth that much. And I didn't realize it. I didn't realize how much it was worth and how precious it is to be authentic. I know a lot on this channel, if maybe you watch some of my videos, I speak about authenticity and stuff, but in reality, I always really struggled with authenticity because I knew there was an authenticity in me that I didn't even know how to be. I didn't even know how to be truly, fully authentic because I always felt that I could not step on anyone's toes. But unfortunately, being authentic is a necessity of being authentic is that you must step on people's toes. And the reason is not because you're being inconsiderate. It's because people sometimes can be a bit judgmental and controlling. All right? It might be a spouse, it might be a family member, it might be someone you know. Okay? And people like this want to make you say things a certain way, make you quiet down or express yourself in a certain way. But when it finally clicks for you that who I am and how I express myself is 100% my choice, 100% my choice. And if somebody has a problem with how I express myself, I am willing to fight tooth and nail to defend my identity. When you realize that it's worth that much and that somebody fucking with you is worth the war every time, the authenticity. Because if you try to please and you bend the knee, you will not be able to be yourself, and you will be brainwashed. You will be brainwashed. And you will be confused about who you are. You'll be confused about what it means to be you. And that is just not a place that I ever am willing to be again. Ever. Never again will I be in that place, because I will fight every single fucking time that somebody doesn't like what I said or how I said it and tries to get me to say it differently. If you try to get me to say something differently, you didn't like how it came out, I will verbally argue with you every single fucking time, because I am not getting in that fucking box ever again. Never. Never. And I advocate for anybody watching to realize how precious your choice regarding how you express yourself, that means every word, that means how you say every word, how precious that is, and how much that is 100% up to you and no one else. Okay? No one else. Now, I'm not saying that you go around picking fights, but I'm saying if somebody picks a fight with you when you're just simply expressing yourself, however that may be, you pick up your fucking sword and you don't bend the knee, because it is just so precious to be who you really are, instead of living in the world as a shadow of yourself and a facade of who you are, that you are so confused and mind-fucked that you can't even be yourself. Pick up the fucking sword and say, listen, you want to tell me how to say something? You want to tell me what to say? Get a fucking puppet. And you can make it say whatever the hell you want it to say. But not me. I'm not the puppet. Okay? I'm not the one that you get to control the words coming out of my mouth. Nobody gets to control the words that are coming out of my mouth or how I say certain things. Okay? So that is 100% up to me, and I will fight every single time to defend my expression and my free expression to be the way that I want it to be. And I advocate that everyone watching do the same, because it's just not worth it to lose yourself in this fucked up world. All right. See ya.